Wide open for this three. Dausin. Way off. Power dribble. Gatumbato once again. Plus the foul.
Well, he did pick up 2 quick fouls on one end. So what he does, he scores on back-to-back baskets here. 3-point opportunity for Gatumbato.
Naman din yung size difference, no? Whenever he gets that power dribble in, kung ikaw nga naman yung taga Bulacan,
Iiwas.
iiwas ka talaga. Gatumbato so far. Got 4 to his name, make that 5, completing that 3-point play. Only 6.6 seconds remaining. Not sure if Bulacan knows it. Still a second left. They have to put it up. And they will run out of time. After taking the lead momentarily, itong Bulacan, it would be an 8-0 run para sa Manila City Ballers to end the first quarter. Take a look at some highlights here in the first. A number of players chipping in from both sides. Castro leading the way para sa Bulacan, and it's Marcos Lim and Gatumbato para naman sa City Ballers. And it would be 19-12 at the end of the first in favor of Manila.
Number 1 bottled water in the Philippines. Pound Active for quality sportswear. Gigi Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty. Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasama. Red Dynasty Seafood and Hot Pot Restaurant. Whitford Resort and Casino Manila. Thank you for hosting today's games, Councilor Albi Solensino, Dr. Rian G. Vioquito, Mayor Marcy, and Congresswoman Maan Ciodoro.
About to start our second quarter. JT Bulacan Taipan staring at this 7-point deficit, 19-12. Manila on that 8-0 run to end the first quarter to create another cushion after that 7-0 blast to begin the first.
And pretty much it was this guy, Gatumbato, and Lim who sparked that mini breakaway, scoring their last 7 points.
Marcus Lim will be called for that blocking foul, trying to impede the progress of Edison Jordan. So yung matchup na inaabangan natin dito, Coach Noy, no? Hindi pa nagmamaterialize just yet. Talking about Von Dalangin para sa Manila and Edison Jordan, of course, for JT Bulacan Taipan.
But the advantage for Von Dalangin, he has had teammates who have stepped up here.
Great steal there coming from Tiongson, but Balboa loses the leather. Lim, lefty finish, won't go. Loose ball scramble, Manila will come up with it. Look at Gatumbato and the level of activity that he is bringing on the floor.
Just using his side to his advantage. Able to get another offensive rebound. Another trip to the free throw line.
I'm not sure if he's related, but I'm pretty sure you know of a Lou Gatumbato. But the type of activity, parang he reminds me of Lou Gatumbato.
Lou Gatumbato, more of a guard. One of the more exciting, energetic guards to play. I believe he got to the pros. But, you know, itong si Jaire Gatumbato, he's still very young, 14 years old. So, he could still develop into a guard.
As with any player dito sa ating Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, naman talaga yung platform na binibigay ng ating liga to really allow that development from age group to age group. And now that we have that 21 under, even more. And look at Gatumbato. Pag pinag-uusapan talaga, Coach Noy, automatic.
Well, actually, on one end, sinabi ko nung beginning that JT Bulacan Taipan can attack him on defense. But right away, attacking naman siya on the offensive end. Showing how important, what he can bring to the table for Manila.
So you can argue that Gatumbato could develop that defensive side of the basketball. Kasi from the offensive side of things, pinoproblema siya nitong Bulacan.
Yeah, he's been doing a good job defending the interior, but whenever he's been attacked from the perimeter of the dribble, that's when he picked up those 2 quick fouls.
Flashes another one. Yongson, couple of three-pointers in this ball game. Brings Bulacan to within 6.
So this is going to force Manila to put a body on him, and maybe could give better spacing for Edison Jordan to operate on the floor.
Beato. It's a ball tapped away. Manila will keep it with 7 seconds to shoot.
Hanging there with the stop. Hasn't scored yet, but has been doing a credible job defending the middle of the paint for Bulacan.
Great steal from Edison Jordan, reading that passing lane. Yongson gets it to Edison. Pulling up, uses the glass.
Better pace for Edison Jordan, not trying to go all the way to the rim, able to pull up and use the glass as insurance.
I think that's the part of his game that we've seen him develop through the games here in the elimination round, as we see Jacob Beato. Easy pickings underneath.
Again, whenever they've needed points, their bigs have been able to provide the baskets.
First 2 pa lamang para kay Beato. This time it's Allison Jordan, way off on that attempt. As ball goes back to Manila.
So right now, Allison Jordan still scoreless in the game, but already with 2 rebounds.
6-point lead para sa Manila, 23-17. 6:43 still left here in the second. Samson against Balboa. Pass intended for Beato, stolen by Allison Jordan.
Besides that, pass was actually too low for Beato. Even if he were able to catch that pass, didn't really have space to do anything with it.
3-pointer will miss para kay Balboa. They do get another opportunity, but the Langin. Great interception. No look. Ball will stay with Manila.
But if you're coach Mike Tuason, don't mind almost a turnover for Dalangan, because he's trying to set up his teammates.
That corner 3 will miss para sa City Ballers as play is stopped. Player is down para sa Manila, holding on to his right ankle, it appears. Or his right knee, rather. Visibly in pain.
I'm pretty sure he tweaked his ankle on that play.
Being attended to by our medical staff. Of course, always ready and able.
Yeah, they're loosening up his shoelaces, retying it tighter, so looks like a sprained ankle off that pass.
So this is Alexandria Samson on the floor. Yeah, tweaked his right ankle. Certainly cause of concern here. Their starting point guard para sa Manila.
Accidentally stepped on the foot of Castro of Bulacan on that play.
Action resumes. The 6-point lead pa rin para sa Manila. Allison Jordan spins baseline. Floater will miss. Beato bounces it off Jordan. Ball goes back to the City Ballers.
I rarely see players go to the post and try to work on the isolation, but that time Allison Jordan just unable to convert.
Alice Espiritu checking back in para sa JT Bulacan Taipan. This time it's Reyes. On the shots on the backcourt for Manila. Another outside shot will miss. Fading away. Masasabitan. Headed to the line for 2 is Beato. Now let's head over to CJ Ang for a report. CJ?
Thank you, Jaime. Team manager of the Health Forum Manila City Ballers, Mr. Gio Kaungka, said that Manila is missing 4 players today who are mostly big men. They weren't able to train due to the bad weather and their players' commitment to their respective schools. Mr. Gio is confident that their players are all wanting to win this game, kaya naman no doubt that they will still have a good run. Jaime and Coach Noe.
Thank you once again, CJ, for that report. And as with the case for the games that we saw earlier, the players, some of them unavailable due to other commitments, and still, it's always the challenge na sino ba? Kanino ba ako pwedeng mag-rely on, and who among the players would relish that opportunity to also be the one to step up?
Well, they still do have Diato and Nunag available to play for them. So it's really just a matter of these other guys having to play heavier minutes with the other bigs unavailable for them.
Maybe a case for a number of these players as we see Allison Jordan rather, strong to the hoop.
Continuing to stay aggressive despite the struggles that he has had so far from the field.
Lead down to 4, 23-19. Reyes. Looking for Diato, but stolen by Bulacan. Edison Jordan now. Battling his way inside. Finishing through traffic.
This time it's the right-handed Edison going to the rim. So back-to-back baskets for the Jordans.
Lead down to 2. This is the closest Bulacan has been in quite some time. Langin zips it inside. Talagang to si Von Dalangin has had a conscious effort to try and get his teammates involved, like you pointed out, as we see that move from Edison Jordan against 3 white shirts. Not looking for his shot quite just yet, itong si Von Dalangin.
Well, I feel like that's really how he plays. He tries to be very patient, tries to set up his teammates early in the game, then when needed, will take on that scoring load.
Edison Jordan secures the offensive rebound. Gets another one. Gets it to Edison for a 3.
And the best part about it, after Allison gave it to Edison, he went all the way to the front court to play defense.
Bulacan now up by 1. They have overcome what was an early deficit after trailing by 7 at the end of the first. Another 3-pointer. That time won't fall para kay Edison. Dausin will get the foul. Earns himself 2 free throws.
Not really a good foul because Dausin was starting to get out of control on that incursion. So lucky to be going to the free throw line for 2.
Allison Jordan will take a seat. Pretty much begging to be replaced.
And at this, at this age, whenever a player is asking to be sub, pagod talaga yun eh. More often than not, kids will overextend themselves, just making sure that they stay on the floor.
The level of activity na talaga ng mga binibigay ni Allison Jordan. He did mention that he immediately sprinted down that earlier play. Couple of conversions naman para kay Dausin to give Manila back the lead, 25-24. 2.5 still left here in our first half of action. Hand off, Kapule. The ball stolen from behind. Although, able to recover that para sa Bulacan was dahilan. Attacking the hoop once again, Edison Jordan.
I don't think he's tired. Yung kapatid niya, pagod na eh.
And coming up with that steal. Great hustle from Edison Jordan. Takes it all the way to the cup and fishes for that foul against Afable.
Well, earlier in the game, he was playing pretty much the same way, but this time he's using better control of his pace, his tempo, and trying to attack the basket as opposed to just bullying his way inside. Makes the game so much easier when you have better command on, better understanding of how to use pace and direction in the game.
mas may finesse na na-involved.
Yeah.
There's that level of control. Hindi na lang yung parang head down and then sala
Somebody
na.
stop me, parang ganun eh. But right now, using better use of his court sense.
8-2 now para sa Bulacan. Ibe goes to Lim for 3. Couldn't knock it down. High up for that rebound was Castro. But he throws it away. He gets the ball back. Espiritu. Looking for Edison Jordan. Contra Pihit. Couldn't get the roll. But a putback coming from Cal. Espiritu will hike the lead up to 9. 29-25. To 4 rather. As Manila will call for this Nature Spring timeout. Take another look at that Espiritu putback. Nobody boxing him out. As JT Bulacan Taipan is up by 4. Just a minute and 25 remaining in the second quarter. It's 29-25. JT Bulacan Taipan now up by 4 after trailing by as much as 7.
Well, it has really been better patience, especially for Edison and Allison Jordan, which has helped Bulacan to come back in this game and eventually take over the lead. And of course, the help of other guys like Espiritu and Castro been providing some putbacks off the offensive glass.
Momentary stop sa ating aksyon. As there is a wet spot on the court. You're still watching us from the Marikina Sports Center in Marikina City. First time dito sa ating history of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL to play in this beautiful court. Maraming salamat po muli ka Councilor Elvis Tolentino for giving us the opportunity to play in your city.
Even if the Marikina Junior Two Masters not playing today, still able to play at a venue like this.
All the way para kay Aljon Capule. It's a touchdown para sa Bulacan. Biggest lead now for the Red Shirts at 6. Nunag answers on the other end.
That's a tough shot for Nunag, able to cut down the lead to just 4 points.
Less than a minute remaining in the second quarter. Castro gets it to Edison Jordan. Inside Espiritu. Jordan for another 3. That's all. Kaya na lamang lumabas ng Manila.
So I'd like to correct myself. Actually, both Allison and Edison are lefties.
I will accept that apology.
Because earlier, Edison finished with the right hand.
Dahilan against 2 defenders. Giving the bench reasons to be happy.
Not making it an excuse to be covered by 2 defenders. Just enough reason to finish in transition.
That's a great foul given up here by Bulacan to stop the offense of Manila. They still had a foul to give. Dahilan with that layup earlier.
We like teams that are aware of the foul situation, able to give up those fouls that they can afford to give.
6 seconds for Manila to execute. Open is Lim. He will be clipped once again.
That was definitely a foul they could not afford to give, giving up a foul and free throws to Manila.
Kailan nakakahanap na ng tiyempo itong Bulacan, and they've really been able to stifle the offense of the City Ballers here in the second quarter. Nung matatapos naman ng quarter, mabibigyan mo ng freebies itong si Marcos Lim.
And that could be something that Manila can bring into the halftime. You know, anything can shift momentum to the other side.
Lindo missing on that first. Knocks down the second. Put the lead down to just 5. 2.4 still left here sa ating second. So Bulacan could still run it, and they will call for timeout to try to draw up one last play to get a bucket to end the first half. They're up by 4, 33 to 29. (33 to 29). Bulacan nabante pa rin ng 4 dito with only 2.4 seconds remaining. They get it to Edison Jordan. His heave goes over the backboard. That will be it for our first half. JT Bulacan Taipan will hold on to this 4-point advantage. It was that layup from Kapule earlier, answered by Nunag on the other end. JT Bulacan Taipan will be up by 4, 33 to 29 at the half.
Mga kaligi, kasama ko ngayon ng assistant coach ng JT Bulacan Taipan, Coach Lance Cona. Coach Lance, despite missing 2 players today, what are your thoughts on how the team performed during the first half?
Actually, nahirapan talaga kami dahil wala yung 2 players namin dahil sa laki ng Manila. So, pinagigiyan namin na mapokus ang depensa namin, lalo na sa ilalim at box out, para matulungan namin yung team namin para makuha yung panalo.
Coach Lance, meron po ba kayong gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Nagpapasalamat po ako sa JT Bulacan Taipan, sa Toda Action, kay Boss Charles Kim po, and then kay Mr. Joe Bentay. Tapos binabati ko po pala yung magulang ko, mama, kapatid ko, yung girlfriend ko, and yan lang po.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck po sa inyong team. We will be back after this short break.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL
would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, Pound for Pound Fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear, Wing Bowl, it's like coming home, Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes.
Manny Pacquiao.
At the half, it's 33 to 29. JT Bulacan Taipan, after trailing by 7 at the end of the first quarter, has now built this 4-point advantage. So we take a look at some highlights in our first 20 minutes of action. Then Kian Edison Jordan para sa JT Bulacan Taipan doing the most damage. Marcus Lim and Gatong Bato, that second unit, working really well here para sa Manila. They were mostly in the driver's seat in the first quarter due to a number of opportunities inside the paint. But when Bulacan found their rhythm and Edison Jordan specifically, doon naman nakapag-buo sila ng kalamangan.
And an 11-point turnaround in the second quarter, allowing Bulacan to get this 4-point lead. As you can see on the stats, field goal percentage almost even. The three-pointers not very friendly to Manila so far. 0 out of 8. Rebounding almost identical. Assist numbers 9 to 7 in favor of Bulacan. But it has been the turnovers where Bulacan has made their move, forcing 11 turnovers on Manila and converting it to 14 points of turnovers against just 2 for Manila.
Has allowed itong JT Bulacan Taipan to create some cushion heading into our second half of action in this battle for the 5th spot sa ating team standings in the 14 under North Division for a chance to arrange for a date with the Quezon City 8-8 Junior Giants. The matchup that we were looking forward to when we saw this particular game, Coach Noy, was Bondalangin against Kian Edison Jordan. But so far, mukhang si Kian Edison Jordan pa lang has answered our call. Already has 13. The only player in double digits leading all scorers. But Bondalangin has been fairly quiet as like players are. No? Tahimik ang mga dasal. But badly needed by Manila in order to give themselves a chance to stay in this ball game.
Well, I expect Bondalang to be a little more aggressive offensively. He has only 2 points on 1 out of 4 shooting from the field, but already with 2 rebounds, 1 assist, a turnover, 2 steals. But he's trying to do everything else for his team at this point. But this team is a lot more dangerous when he becomes more aggressive on offense.
Sabi mo nga, in the earlier part of this game, he may have been trying to get his teammates involved and get them into a rhythm. Maybe he trusts that anytime he can flip that switch and become the usual Bondalangin that we're used to seeing.
Well, some players actually are able to really, so to speak, flip that switch. But sometimes yung ibang players, after waiting for so long, when they try to flip that switch, they can't seem to find the rhythm, and that's the danger. That's the danger of not trying to find your rhythm early.
Starting the third quarter para sa Manila is Labong. Goes to the Langin for 3. That's short. Beato secures the board. Trying to wrestle it away is Hussein. As the jump ball will be called, it will stay with Manila.
That's what you like to see, especially in the 14 and under division. Players dive for that loose ball, fight for that loose ball, but once that whistle is heard, the play is called dead. Tapos na rin yung minor skirmishes.
Nice inbound play para sa Manila. As Nunag gets another one. Nunag so far has 8.
Well, for Manila, could be a good option to try and impose their paint presence with their bigs in Nunag and Beato on offense.
Pangan pulls up. Couldn't convert. Keeping it alive is Hussein. Shot clock is down to 5 though. Edison Jordan uses the glass once again.
See the change in speed there by Edison Jordan after beating his first defender. Slowed down, looked at his options, able to kiss it off the glass.
Nagustuhan ko din dun, yung tinignan niya talaga yung shot clock before making that move. And the easiest 2 points para kay Edison Jordan so far. Already has 17.
You know, that's really a very slight observation, but that slight look at the clock just shows you how mature the game is between Edison Jordan.
Azlim will be fouled by Hussein. Itong Bato will check back in, replacing Nunag. So this Lim Gatong Bato combination did wonders for the City Ballers in that first half. Let's see if they could continue their success here in the third. Great steal there from Edison. Loses the basketball though. Great hustle. Diving for that basketball was Beato. Dalangin, his pass deflected. Tuluyan na ngang munti kan maagawan. It will still stay with Manila.
So far, it's like Bulacan has been able to scout Dalangin quite well. Dahil yung mga no-look passes niya, no one's biting into the fakes right now.
Beato will be called for steps. Trying to carve some space inside.
Just got that ball in too deep. Not much room to operate for him.
Hussein, strong to the hoop. Wouldn't go, but there to follow it up was Nel Ian Ganosa.
Really a lot of effort placed here for Bulacan.
Out hustling, literally, itong Manila. Now they're up by 8, their biggest so far in this game. Labong goes inside. Gets the finish. It's Marcos Lim.
Where would Manila be without Marcos Lim, as Von Dalangin just absent right now on the offensive end?
Marcos Lim now has 9 to lead all Manila scorers. So 16 to work with. Para sa mga nakapula, up by 6, 39 to 33. As they turn it over. Not the best of executions of that inbound. Labong. Looking inside to Gatumbato. Powering his way through. He really has that knack. No? Pag nahawak na niya sa ilalim, it's difficult to stop.
Yeah, he didn't really get a good position, not really the perfect pass coming from his teammate, but Gatumbato upon the catch able to get a foul, fish a foul from 3 defenders.
He misses the first. So 6 and 15 remaining here in the third quarter. This is the first game of a 3-game set between these two cities. May 16 and 18 under pa po tayo ngayong tanghali. Our good friend Charles Baitiong will be covering that with Coach Noy Africa pa rin. Similar to CJ Ang, covering all the 5 games on this Monday. Manila looking to run. Lim finishes off the feed from Labong.
I don't think we've seen Labong play in the first half, and already in about 4 minutes of play, already 4 assists for him.
And I've seen this kid play. I don't want to say it, but he's one of my favorite players because
You're taller than him.
I'm taller than him. One of maybe a handful of players in the 14 under division that I can say that. 5 and 27 still left. Edison Jordan. Ooh, look at that move. Edison Jordan showing us a plethora of offensive moves.
It has been his ability to shift gears on offense, which has allowed him to just open up his game here against Manila.
Labang will be fouled. That will be 3 now on JT Bulacan Taipan as Marcos Lim will take a quick breather. Replaced by Dausin.
I like how Edison Jordan has been stopping on a dime. I'm looking at his shoes. I'm thinking of maybe I should try and get that. But all I can do is stop. That's it.
That's it. Although ang ating butihing floor director, Philip Obenza, is now asking me to turn over to CJ Ang. Go ahead, CJ.
Thank you, Jaime. Key player of the Health Forum Manila City Ballers, Von Dalangin, said that missing 4 players into today's game is a big loss, especially going up against Bulacan. Von says that the key to winning this game is to adjust their defense, filling in the gaps, and his role to be a leader inside the court, to give confidence to his teammates, and to never give up until the last buzzer. Jaime and Coach Noy.
Thank you, CJ. And you did point that out, Coach Noy, that Von Dalangin would want to give that level of confidence to his teammates, and maybe that's why he's a bit passive so far, and also already in the third quarter as he takes a seat na hindi pa rin niya mahanap yung kanyang tempo.
Well, he's really more effective in the open court, and right now itong Bulacan is forcing Manila to play in the half court, so that's really a problem so far for Von Dalangin.
Great transition defense there para sa Manila off that turnover.
He probably needs to make the same adjustment as Edison Jordan did. Really better at evaluating his options on offense.
Under 4 minutes left. Shot from outside. That's short. Para kay Allison. Labong tracks down the board. Looking to run once again. Labong through the lane!
I thought it was going to be a bad idea for him to go into the land of the Giants, but still able to create some space. He disappeared in those trees.
Parang biglang nandun na lang siya no?
Parang bigla na lang may umangat na bola.
But that's Labong for you in that type of energy. Similar to what Cyrus Rejano brings to the table para sa Las Piñas in that earlier ball game. Could literally be that spark of the bench of Manila. Edison Jordan misses from outside. They do get another opportunity as his twin brother secures an offensive board. Castro, wala nang babaan off the feed from Edison Jordan.
What I like about Edison Jordan, he knows that the defense is zeroing in on him, and now he's trying to set up his teammates, and he's now asking to be subbed out.
Labong. Go inside. Deyato pulls up. Off to the left. Trying to keep it alive, but Allison Jordan gets it ahead to Paulino for the finish. As the Manila City Ballers Health Forum with Doc Atoie will call for a Nature Spring timeout after this bucket from Paulino hikes the lead up to 8, 46-38 with 2:44 left here in the third. And 44 remaining here in our third quarter. It's now a 9-point lead para sa JT Bulacan Taipan after that fast break layup courtesy of Terence Jan Paulino. So despite itong Manila going on their mini runs, JT Bulacan Taipan has always had the answer.
Really, right now you want also Manila to be able to play with some pace, as itong ang Bulacan scoring a lot of their points in the fast break. 23 fast break points so far against just 4 for Manila.
Espiritu, his scope will work. Cal Espiritu.
Another tough shot made here by JT Bulacan Taipan. This time it's Espiritu, now has 6 in the game.
The Usin with a pull-up. That's not gonna go. Paulino looking ahead. Espiritu, they lose the basketball to Labong. Labong, no look. They go to Deyato. Under tough shot. Yung tough shots dito sa Manila, hindi nahuhulog, but dito para sa Bulacan, they're able to convert.
Right now, on the defensive end for Bulacan, they're just packing the paint.
Labong with a 2-on-1. Gets the ball back. Great execution para sa City Ballers.
Whenever they've gotten opportunities in the open court, they've been able to convert. Now it's a matter of them now trying to force turnovers and try to quicken the pace.
Espiritu missing on that three. It will go back Manila's way as a loose ball foul will be whistled here. And that just might mean free throws. Indeed, it will. As the Langin checks back in for the last minute and 18 of the third quarter, Labong will take a much-deserved breather.
And with a minute and 18, this could be something that Manila can try to take advantage of with the penalty situation on Bulacan.
They're still figuring out who was actually the recipient of that foul. Although the Usin is positioning himself to shoot the free throws.
But he seems pretty convinced that it's his turn now to take free throws. So far, Dausin in this game, 4 points. And looking to add to his total and hoping to cut that 9-point lead for Bulacan.
Although now it's Nunag on the line. So he's convinced that he was the one that was pushed.
And Dausin walked away.
Of course, our officials just trying to make sure they have the right guy. It was off display from that miss by Espiritu. So indeed, it's Nunag that was pushed from behind by Castro. The Usin was in the vicinity. Nunag so far, 8 points to go with 4 rebounds. Missing on that first. This front line of Manila, you could argue na parang may advantage sila in terms of height. In terms of the big men.
Well, that's pretty much why Bulacan has decided to play zone and just pack the paint, force Manila to hit from the outside. Just make the adjustments if Manila gets hot, because so far Manila from the 3-point area, 0 out of 9.
Pa nga mga paluwag. Ang ating shaded area as dahilan will be called for a travel. Asking our referees what could be the reason.
So we have reason on one side and prayer on the other side.
Speaking of prayer, this is Von Dalangin. Gets the ball back. Finally, puts a shot up. That one's too strong. Gatumbato. Making sure he has Von Dalangin's back.
But you can see Dalangin looking hesitant to even take that shot, but the defense converging on him, allowing Gatumbato good position for that putback.
Still a 6-point lead para sa Bulacan. As a foul committed by Gatumbato. 3 now on Gatumbato. And the second team foul for Manila. Shot clock will reset to 14. Dahilan. Pass a bit too high para kay Chongson. Opportunity na naman para dito sa Manila makalapit. They could hold for the last shot. Dausin. Another pull-up. Still off on that J. Espiritu has 4 seconds to work with.
I don't think they know.
A second left. Yongson passed it off. The bench trying to let them know, but nobody indeed noticed. Nevertheless, it would be a 6-point lead para sa Bulacan. As Edison Jordan continuing to pour it on in that third quarter. Had 6 more for a total of 19. As Labong and the rest of Manila would look to complete their comeback. They'll trail by 6, 49 to 43, heading into our fourth.
Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines. Pound Active for quality sportswear. Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty. Don Benitos, ang pambansang masama. By Dynasty Seafood and Hot Pot Restaurant. Whitford Resort and Casino Manila. Thank you for hosting today's games, Councilor Alvis Solentino. Doc Leon T. Diokito. Mayor Marcy and Congresswoman Maan Chantolo.
On to the final 10 minutes of action of this 14-under matchup of JT Bulacan Taipan and the Manila City Ballers Health Forum with Doc Atoie. 6-point lead for the boys from Bulacan. In prime position to get that 5th spot sa ating team standings. Yan ang pinaglalabanan dito. Espiritu will try once more that time. Able to knock it down to open up the scoring here in the fourth quarter. Lead up to 9.
The pass to set that up. The incursion by Edison Jordan with a drive and kick to an open teammate.
Ibe unable to answer with his own version. Bulacan threatening to pull away early here in the fourth. Allison Jordan couldn't finish on that penetration. It's now Nunag. Gets it to the Usin. Bondalangin has been quiet. Nunag. Tap from behind by Pangan as a foul will be whistled here. Could be either on Gonzalez or Pangan. It will be called against Gonzalez.
Itong Manila, they've had some success on their baseline out-of-bounds play. Let's see if they can get a look inside.
They go outside instead. Marcos Lim able to save it. Eludes Espiritu. Steps through. Finger roll. Marcos Lim showing us the moves.
And that time, able to put the ball on the floor. He knows everyone's trying to close out on him after hitting a three-pointer earlier.
Get the steal. Dalangin. He attacks. Gets fouled. This time, Bondalangin.
It's something that we've been waiting for him to do all game long. Look to score.
For a second there, akala ko the-drop off na naman niya. But it is the fourth quarter, so maybe Bondalangin would really take it upon himself to create for Manila.
Well, actually, this is a good lineup to start looking for a shot. You've got two guys to clean up inside, Nunag and Gatombato. You've got Labo who can take care of setting everybody up, and Marcos Lim, an option for a kick out.
Lead down to 5, 52 to 47. Still in favor of JT Bulacan Taipan. Edison Jordan splitting his defenders. Tough shot, but they do get another opportunity. Allison Jordan, siya naman nasusubok, drops it off. That shot blocked. Shot clock did not reset. As an offensive foul will be called here against John Peñaranda.
So this could be a break here for Manila.
Labong, spin cycle to Nunag. Sorry, miss. Edison Jordan. Exactly 8 minutes left. Ball bounces to Labong. Bounces it inside. Dalangin.
Well, that's one way to unleash Bondalangin, make him a finisher in the open court.
Activating him is Labong. In that play. One possession ball game now. Although make that two possession after that three-point conversion. Coming from Axel Ron Gonzalez. Another three-pointer para sa Bulacan. 6 out of 24 in this game so far.
That's a big shot. Arresting the momentum, starting to swing on the side of Manila.
Labong with a miss. Put back also won't work. Ball will stay with Manila. The loose ball foul will be called against Gonzalez.
Seeing Gatombato once again figuring prominently in some offensive rebound opportunities.
7 and 16 still remaining here in the fourth quarter. JT Bulacan Taipan is already in the penalty.
The increased activity on the side, especially of the bigs of Manila, putting Bulacan in the penalty now.
Labong finishes it at the cup.
Right now, the aggressiveness, the intensity on the side of Manila is starting to increase as Labong cuts the lead down to just 4 points.
Gets another steal. Leads the break para sa Manila. Pulls it back. Throws it away. Ahead of everyone is Espiritu for an easy layup.
Just like that, that momentum stopped by that turnover for Manila.
Bulacan up by 6 once again. Ibe goes to the corner. Wide open is Lim. That one rattles out. And Bulacan will just let the ball bounce away.
Interestingly for Manila, Dalangin and Nunag, and that last dead ball both were taken out.
Ibe trying to intercept that pass, but it will stay with Bulacan. Still a long way to go, 6 and 20 remaining for these two teams that have been able to punch their playoff ticket, but would wish for a better possession.
Better matchup in
Better
the playoff.
matchup. Off on that three-point attempt was Espiritu. Ibe goes to Labong. Still 11 to work with. Labong pulling up. That rims out. Rebound secured by Allison Jordan.
Well, Bulacan much more comfortable having to execute on the half-court offenses. I say that counter steal for Edison.
Another steal. A bit sloppy. Both teams in these past couple of possessions. That pass of Ibe intended for Marcus Lim. Turnover after turnover after turnover after turnover.
Well, if you're trying to make a comeback, cannot afford to make such risky passes. That was a difficult pass to make for Ibe.
5.5 remaining. Nice handoff. Espiritu getting that pass from Hussein.
And all of a sudden, Espiritu now in double digits with 13.
They rotate the basketball to Marcus Lim. Going baseline. Gonna get the roll. Katumbato will be fouled by Espiritu.
Just imagine where Manila would be without this duo coming off the bench, Gatumbato and Lim. A combined 23 points now between those two.
Coming off the bench at that.
But they're really going to need a lot of scoring from Dalangin, especially if they can force some turnovers, where Dalangin has been near unstoppable when he's been playing in the open court.
So far, hindi pa nga ma-activate. You did say that Bulacan, well aware of the tendencies of Von Dalangin. Katumbato has one more coming his way. Knocks down the second. Lead down to 7. Some pressure on the backcourt being applied here by the City Ballers. Hussein releases it to Allison. Espiritu says, let's slow it down. Edison Jordan looking to dance with Marcus Lim. Outside to his twin brother. That one rattles out. Tapikan. Makuha ni Gatumbato. Ahead to Dalangin. He will fly. Couldn't finish. Gatumbato once again with a second chance point.
Dalangin may have missed on that opportunity, but I like that he just kept the basketball to himself. But Gatumbato there to clean up for him.
Ball recovered by Allison Jordan. Bulacan still up by 5. Edison Jordan stepping back. Knocks it down.
Just a very mature game for Edison Jordan. Started this game just trying to bully his way, but right now showing us all of the moves that he has in the bag.
Just picking his spots, you know? Just going to that space on the floor where he could get that shot off. Dalangin goes to Gatumbato. Blocked by Castro. Shot clock down to 3. Gatumbato will get the bucket plus the foul. Staying with it.
And resilience this time on Gatumbato paying off.
That move, of course, brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness. B-Liga ready.
He did get blocked, but did not quit on the play. Got the rebound, got the foul and the basket.
The impact of itong si Jaire Gatumbato immeasurable here para sa Manila. Couldn't complete that three-point play though. Bulacan is still up by 5. Edison fading away. That one rattles out. Hussein able to give them another chance. Go to Edison Jordan once again. Straight away 3. Misses left. Ball bounced off Castro. Beato giving them another opportunity. As Bulacan will call for a Nature Spring timeout. So 3 and 16 remaining in this ball game. They're up by 5, 61-56. Last 3 and 16 of this ball game at 61-56. JT Bulacan Taipan still up by 5 against the Manila City Ballers Health Forum with the Atoie. Coming to you live from the Marikina Sports Center in Marikina City. I'm Dihar, still here with Coach Noy Africa alongside CJ Ang. Atin sa inyong aksyon ngayong Lunes. Beato drops it off. Couldn't finish underneath. Was Nunag.
Could have probably taken another dribble for Nunag, but only a 5-point lead, and Bulacan just throws that ball away.
They're trying to protect this 5-point advantage. Not the type of plays that you would want to execute for the boys in red. Look at that pass from Labong, but blocked from behind by Allison Jordan. Although able to clean it up was Reyes para sa Manila to bring them within 3. And another wayward pass. JT Bulacan Taipan, a bit questionable in terms of giving up these passes in the past couple of possessions.
Right now, it seems to be the best option is just to have Edison Jordan keep the basketball.
Labong gonna get the bounce. Rebound battle. Beato will secure it as he will be fouled here by Tiongson, and penalty na nga ang Bulacan. So a couple of free throws coming up para kay Jacob Beato.
Right now, Manila playing smart, going to their bigs inside, and Beato will be tested from the free throw line.
So Beato so far 3 points, 4 rebounds, couple of assists. They got 4 points now. Daan-daan na rin nagigising itong crowd ng Manila behind their bench. They kind of sense that the comeback could be complete. They got 2 out of 2 para kay Beato to cut the lead to just 1. Edison Jordan. Now Espiritu. Yongson for 3. Too strong. Labong, the smallest guy on the court, secures the board. Goes behind the back. No look. Couldn't finish. Was Reyes. Would have been big to take the lead back. But it's Bulacan holding on to this 1-point advantage.
Impressive display of ball handles here for Labong.
Edison Jordan missing on that long jumper. Labong once again gets it to the langin in the open court. Reyes will make sure this time as Manila takes the lead back 62-61. And they throw it away once again. The langin will be called for a traveling violation. His prayers not answered in that instance.
But his team now finally regaining the lead.
Got the feed from the langin to to Reyes, missing on that gimme in the previous instance. And it's 62-61. Manila up by 1. We have another Nature Spring timeout. It's 62-61. Now it's Manila's turn to try and protect this 1-point advantage as JT Bulacan Taipan, a series of turnovers in their previous possessions has allowed Manila to claw their way back into this ballgame.
Right now, it should be Edison Jordan time for Bulacan. That is the luxury that they have. They know who to go to in the clutch. But already 7 turnovers for Edison Jordan in this game.
They go to Espiritu. Hounded by Dalangin. Stolen by Labong. And Manila asking for a foul. But instead, ball goes back to Bulacan. So another chance para sa JT Bulacan Taipan to regain the lead. As Alison Jordan preparing to check back in, replacing Johan Tiongson.
Alison Jordan, who has been struggling in this game, only 2 points, but trying to contribute in other ways already with 12 boards.
They go to Edison Jordan. Dalangin still checking him. He will be called for a backing violation. Dribbled it off his leg.
So despite all the struggles for Dalangin on the defensive end, making the stop on Edison Jordan, Manila still with no fouls. That's why they can afford to go aggressively at the basketball.
Now it's Manila's turn to call their Nature Spring timeout. Trying to add to this 1-point advantage, 62-61. One minute and 12 seconds left in this ball game. This battle of the 5th spot sa ating team standings. Manila clawing their way back from an 11-point deficit. They did lead us by as much as 9 at the end of the first quarter. But JT Bulacan Taipan able to create their own cushion. And ngayon, Manila back in the driver's seat. Labong goes to Dalangin. Chance of defense. From the bench of Bulacan, Dalangin. Short on that shot. Takbo dito ang Bulacan. Edison Jordan looking for Espiritu. As a bit too hot for Espiritu.
Well, probably could have just kept the basketball, tried to execute on the half court, but Espiritu was actually ahead of the play. But as you said, a little too hot.
Lead sila at 1. Only 44 seconds remaining. Labong makes a move through the lane, blocked by Castro. Ball goes back to JT Bulacan Taipan, but they're asking to have a second look. But the initial call was JT Bulacan Taipan basketball.
Well, they're always gonna check this, especially in the last 2 minutes. But Manila, I don't think they're contesting this.
You don't see the player arguing that it wasn't their last touch. Excellent block there from Castro, reading that attack from Labong. It was Gatumbato and Gonzalez batting out for that rebound. Asking for another look. So if nothing definitive, then the original call must stand.
which is Bulacan ball. I'm actually looking at the face of Gatumbato. I don't think he thinks they keep possession, but not the right angle for that call.
Very close. And it is white ball. The ball is reversed. So, Gatumbato, parang confident siya. He didn't have to make his case. Ang review ba nila? Chances are we will keep it.
And he didn't tell anyone of his confidence.
It's 62-61 pa rin. Abante pa rin ang Manila. What a finish! They throw it away. Edison Jordan.
Oh, that's an unspo. So that's going to be 2 shots plus ball possession for Bulacan.
You understand Labong's intent to try and stop that attack from Edison Jordan, but agree he didn't really make a play on the ball. As Edison Jordan still down on the floor. That was the embrace from behind. Hitting that padding underneath the basket. He's back on his own 2 feet. Talking about Edison Jordan. A couple of free throws coming up for him to take the lead back para sa Bulacan. And they will keep possession.
But sometimes, it's understandable for kids at the 14 and under division to try to make that play. Try to stop someone from scoring with easy 2 points in transition. But, even the intent of trying to hug itong si Edison was really more to protect Jordan more than anything and prevent him also from being able to make the 2 points. But Edison will miss on the first.
Second one will rattle out. So couple of opportunities para sa Bulacan to take the lead back. But Edison Jordan will be unable to convert. They do regain possession as another opportunity na makalamang muli. Unfortunately for Manila dito, because of Labong's unsportsmanlike foul, he has to sit for the remainder of this ballgame.
Unless it goes into...
I didn't want to allude to it, but if it does go into extra 5 minutes, then we just might see Labong once again.
Yeah, but at this stage, I expect Edison Jordan to demand the basketball. After missing those 2 free throws, he will want to make up for this. And besides, their offense has been way better when they give him the ball up top, give him enough space to create. And at this stage, also for Manila, what you have to look at, they only have 1 foul. So they have 3 fouls to give. This is something that they can use. So expect Edison Jordan to handle the basketball. Not necessarily expect him to shoot, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be the one to take the shot, but look for him to make those drop passes.
Edison Jordan, sabi mo nga, would want to make up for those misses from the free throw line, and you can argue yung foul ni Labong kind of saved those 2 points.
Oh, well, that's true actually. Especially if Bulacan fails to score, that would have been a game-saving foul.
Not something you hear often.
Oh yeah, we're just trying to be, modern with our views on the game.
Yeah, 1 foul pa lamang, ang 1 team foul rather, itong Manila in this quarter, while Bulacan is already in the penalty. So do expect that Bulacan will give up a foul if they come up empty.
Interesting. Dalangin is not on the floor, so who's gonna stop Jordan one-on-one?
As expected, they go to Edison Jordan. He's being checked by Marcos Slim. Momentarily open, pulls up, short, gets his own miss. Still no go. Tapikan. Castro comes up with offensive rebound, and he will be fouled. Just the 2nd team foul para sa Manila. 21 seconds remaining. A 7-second game clock and shot clock difference. Getting that rebound through traffic was Castro.
even with all the bigs there for Manila, unable to end the defensive possession with the rebound.
Yet another opportunity para sa Bulacan na makuha muli ang kalamangan. They go back to Edison Jordan. He attacks once again, loses the basketball. Espiritu stepping back. Still 5 to shoot. Gonzalez for 3. That's short. To the reverse, Espiritu. As Gatumbato will be fouled with 5.7 seconds remaining in this game. Make or miss, it would still be a one-possession ball game.
But just for me, poetic justice that it's Gatumbato able to get that rebound. Started this game without any other stat except for those 2 fouls. And then look at him now with a double-double, 15 points and 13 rebounds.
Bato, very important free throws, knocks down the first. Now a 2-point lead para sa Manila. Bulacan took that opportunity during the first free throw to draw something up. Make or miss. Another free throw to make it a 3-point lead. Gatumbato with a miss. Tapikan. Makukuha muli ng Manila. And they will commit another foul. Marcos Lim. The 2 players we've been talking about para sa Manila, Coach Noy, making the difference here in the end game.
2 crucial rebounds for these two. Initially, yung contribution nila was more on the offensive end, but a big surprise is Marcos Lim, one of the smallest players in that lineup for the rebound, positioning in the free throw area, able to get that rebound.
There's one more to ice this ball game. And he gets it. 2-possession ball game now. Edison Jordan will be fouled. They still have a foul to give. It's really smart use of the fouls, talking about Manila.
Yeah, that's right. And at this stage, you don't even need to contest because they're up by 4. Just let Manila shoot.
Really have to do anything. I think that's the coaching staff reminding their players. A block to end this ball game to secure the victory for the Manila City Ballers. Health Forum with Doc Atoie. They will pull out a 4-point victory, 65-61, and securing that 5th spot sa ating team standings. By no means the season is over para dito sa Bulacan, but they would probably be looking at one of the top 3 teams now in the division in the first round of our quarterfinals.
Just spirited, inspiring performance from Manila, especially Marcos Lim. And this guy, Jaire Gatumbato, he was only averaging before this game 3 points, 6.5 rebounds per game, finishing with a double-double, 16 points and 13 rebounds.
What a game to come alive para kay Jaire Gatumbato. With Von Dalangin struggled throughout the ball game. He had his moments, but it was Lim and Gatumbato that held the fort. And Jaire Gatumbato is with our CJ Ang as our best player of the game.
Mga kaliga, kasama ko ngayon ang ating player of the game with 16 points and 12 rebounds from the Manila Health Forum City Ballers, Jaire Gatumbato. Jaire, coming from behind, how does this win shape your goals for the rest of the season?
Inisip ko lang po bumawi yung team namin at buhayin yung depensa po namin.
Jaire, meron ka bang gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Shoutout po kay mama, tsaka sa pamilya ko po nanonood.
Thank you and congratulations. Jaire, before anything else, we would like to thank our dear sponsor, Don Benitos, for providing a sumptuous Filipino delicacy to our player of the game. Don Benitos, ang pangbansang kasava. Jaime and Coach Noy.
Thank you once again, CJ. Keeping it short but sweet. Jaire Gatumbato carrying the load for the Manila City Ballers to secure the 5th spot sa ating team standings. And that will be a wrap for their 14 under game. 2 more games between JT Bulacan Taipan and the Manila City Ballers coming at you. This time, the 16 under division on this afternoon. Undefeated record on the line para sa JT Bulacan Taipan. That would be it for me on behalf of my partner, Coach Noy Africa, and of course, CJ Ang, our hardworking floor director, Mr. Philip Obensa, the hardworking men and women of our production crew. Maraming salamat po for joining us on this Monday. More of the action of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Coming right up.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin, isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga, nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, pound for pound fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear, Wing Bowl, it's like coming home, Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes,